You made history. You're the first Korean American senator in the nation. How does that feel?
It all feels still very surreal. I had my two little boys in the Senate gallery, 7 and 9 years old, and to have that chance to be able to have them watch, it was a lot. I mean, this year is actually 50 years since my parents immigrated from South Korea to the United States. And the idea that we can celebrate our 50th anniversary of our family in America by me being sworn in as a United States Senator, it's beyond anything that my family could imagine. My mom called, we talked the night of my swearing in, and she was just in tears about just how emotional it was for her. So it's a lot to process, but I'm proud of this moment.
And then you were already sworn in when you found out that you were assigned to the desk of one of your heroes.
That's right. I didn't realize this initially, but you have the 100 desks on the floor of the Senate, and the drawers. If you pull them out, you can actually see at the bottom every senator that's used that desk has carved their name into it. And as I was looking through, one name stood out to me, which was Senator Inouye from Hawaii, who was somebody that I grew up watching. I mean, that we haven't had very many Asian Americans in the U.S. Senate. I'm only the 10th ever. I'm the first from the East Coast of America. And for someone like him, who's a Medal of Honor recipient from World War II, served in the Senate for nearly 50 years, the idea that I get to use his desk was just so powerful, and just like really one of those moments where it hits you. You're like, this is happening, like I'm doing this work. So it's just a lot of history to comprehend right now.
And obviously he was a decorated veteran, as you said. You've already introduced your first piece of legislation, which is bipartisan. It's with Montana Republican Senator Steve Daines, and it's called the Ernest Peltz Accrued Veterans Benefits Act. Why was that important for you to do right out of the gate?
Well, this is something that I've been working on in the House of Representatives, really try to focus in on our veterans. I feel a deep, deep responsibility and duty in many ways. I told you, my parents were born at the end of, they were born during the Korean War. It was American service members that came to the defense of my parents when they were babies and their families. So my family could very well not exist had it not been for American bravery and our service members. So my family's always felt like we owe a debt of gratitude to our service members and our veterans, something that is important for the freedom of our family. And right now, I get frustrated when I see the challenges that veterans are facing. And, I just feel like in this moment of deep division within our society, within our politics, surely we can at least come together and say we want to support those who have defended our nation.
You obviously now represent the entire great state of New Jersey, but you mentioned that you were in the House, and there you represented a district that Donald Trump won twice, despite the fact that you also won as a Democrat. And you've worked under both Democratic and Republican presidents. Where do you think you can specifically work with soon-to-be President Trump?
Well, look, you're right. I'm a Democrat that won a congressional district that Trump won twice. I've learned how to be able to engage and also try to build coalitions in that type of way. And there definitely are some issues that I hope we can find agreement on and find work together. For instance, my district in New Jersey was getting crushed by the opioid crisis. Fentanyl has been a major problem. And as someone who's worked in national security, we get so concerned about, challenges abroad. But right here at home, over 100,000 Americans losing their lives. A deep mental health crisis that we're facing, especially for our youth. As a father to a second grader and a fourth grader, I worry about their generation. These are issues that I know we've talked through. I worked in national security before, a lot of bipartisan concerns about American global competitiveness, about the United States and China, what that means going forward. I helped pass the Bipartisan Chips and Science Act. I'd love to see a 2.0 version, something where we can invest maybe in artificial intelligence, other places where we can figure out how to be able to propel America going forward and make sure that the innovation of the future is one that we are able to generate.